Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. This is Hasnan Jafar. Today I will be exploring the topic and sharing with all of you our experiences during pandemic, how we incorporate innovative ideas in teaching and learning or technology enhanced learning area. Okay, so during pandemic, actually it was kind of a code blue situation where a lot of institutions don't know how to handle lockdown or closure of campus and all the facilities on campus out of bond. Uh, Students cannot access, faculty and staff cannot access also. So during that time, blended learning approach to come in and rescue us. So we have also incorporated blended learning. Actually, we have been using blended learning way back before pandemic. Okay, in this slide, I'm focusing more on video-based content and sharing the importance of video-based content for blended learning or even ODL, open and distance learning. So the first statistic by 2022, 82% of all online traffic, that is the prediction that it will be video-based. And with videos crossing the internet at a rate of up to 1 million per second. Okay, 6 out of 10 people already prefer watching an online video compared to content on other medium like television and radio and things like that. Viewers retain 95% of message when they watch through a video. Okay, and all these statistics I have captured from the link is at the bottom. Now here I'm sharing with you in education sector, more than 86% of colleges and universities, they have their own YouTube channels or they have some kind of presence on YouTube. Then more than 55% of college presidents predict students will take at least some online classes by 2022. So it seems like this prediction was before even COVID. So during COVID, actually, this percentage increases to even 100% in certain institutions. And 77% of colleges offer online courses. So this is where all the statistics and how it's video-based content is important for us to invest in. Okay, in this slide, I'm just categorizing video-based content based on level of engagement and interaction with the students. So first one is a very simple one, and I'm referring to voice over PowerPoint and how we could convert that into a video. So it's very passive, simple video where students will just play. Okay. Second is screen capture. So screen capturing softwares could allow us to capture whatever we display on a screen. So if you are having demonstration of softwares or some other demonstration of like practicals, tutorials, screen capturing is best way to go forward. Third one is live cast. I hope this session is broadcast also live. So that's the future where a lot of our learners are in live streamings, just to name few: TikTok, Insta, Facebook, Twitter. A lot of these platforms, social media platforms, they are offering this live cast. By a click of a button on your smartphone, you could go live. Just press button and you will go live. Fourth one is interactive video, where we are adding in more interaction. Even in live cast also is much better interaction than the first two, where you could even ask question and interact with the facilitator or speaker live. So in interactive video, we have H5P. It's a free platform where you could use videos and put up a layer on top of these video-based content. And these layers could be a hotspot, asking a question, and even they have a 360-degree video also, and you could label all those 360-degree video at different points, So it's a very highly interactive platform for video-based content, and you could actually explore that, h5p.org. Then we move on to 3D elements, where we incorporate 3D models of an object, and we can rotate, resize, and could actually view from different angles. Even in PowerPoint also we have 3D models, so which we can incorporate. Okay, the last one is highly immersive environment, where we use mixed reality or augmented reality or virtual reality, where we let learner interact with each and every objects in that environment, and based on their interaction, the scene moves, and we could actually deliver more interaction and more engaging content. So designing and getting the storyboard right, accurate, and meeting the expectation is very important in immersive environment content design. Okay, on this slide, I'm trying to highlight finding the correct blend. So when we are saying about blended learning to rescue us, we need to find appropriate and correct blend. And here I'm sharing extreme, let me pick the laser, yeah. So extreme ends, you could actually start with offline. All of your material could be offline. You no need internet connection. Content could be on a flash drive or in a format where students can download, and there no need internet connection to view the content or interact with the content. Or it could be fully online, or in between these two extreme ends. So it all depends on available resources and how you design your learning experiences. It could be asynchronous, fully asynchronous, or synchronous, right? Or certain parts of your course could be asynchronous and certain could be synchronous. So that is how it all depends on your resources, where your learners are, what kind of infrastructures is your institution and your learner have. Based on that, you could design your courses or learning experiences. It could be a simple plain text, the way we are showing here on a slide, but my voice is actually adding a multimedia effect and is going as a video live, so that is even more bandwidth hungry content. So it all depends on us where to find the appropriate or correct blend. You can go certain content which are complex, not easy to understand by showing just text or voice. You could actually show 3D models, and can have like more interactive videos. Okay, it could be structured, sequence, whatever is delivered in module guide, learner have to follow, or it could be open, more flexible, right? Teacher-centric or student-centric. On campus, more formal settings where you need to plan, you need to book venues, or off campus, like very, very informal. And the last one, and the list can go, okay, I'm just sharing some examples. Guided, where we have learning paths to follow for learners, or self-paced, very, very personalized based on the learner's profile, or adaptive learning or adaptive assessment, I would say. So if learner knows certain level of knowledge, we should not deliver it again. We should actually skip that part and deliver it slightly more challenging content to learner. Okay, this slide is very important, and I should thanks to University Malaysia Pahang, their Center of Instructional Resources and E-Learning. They have come up with very nice infographic or chart where they have highlighted uh, based on our bandwidth what kind of applications you could use and what kind of approaches will be more appropriate for that level of bandwidth and what kind of actions can be taken. So I would suggest and recommend all institutions to have something like this. It will be a great help for faculty to pick appropriate approaches, appropriate applications based on the bandwidth. So mostly we have high bandwidth, so that's why you could see here we are using Zoom like Keynote or YouTube Live or going social media live sessions, So all approaches in above can be incorporated in high bandwidth, and you could actually create assessment using applications, and this chart is very helpful. So based on your own institution, you could actually customize and work with e-learning department or IT department in your institutions to get this chart available for all faculty and staff, and it would be a great help. At IMU, International Medical University, we do have 3T application, a platform or toolkit, where it's very interactive, a scenario based where you key in your context and the toolkit will guide you the strategy to use, pedagogy to adopt, and which tools will be appropriate for you to design content or activities for online learning. So we call 3T is Teaching Technology Toolkit. Okay, let's move on. Okay, in this slide, I have actually incorporated different tools for different levels of Bloom's taxonomy. And this is actually a Bloom's digital taxonomy where I incorporated the tools. For remembering, you could use Padlet or Facebook post or Twitter posts. In Moodle, we do have games like crossword puzzles and all that. You could use that. Google Docs or even Word Cloud could be there. And it goes on for creating. You could go for YouTube Live, for Zoom, for PowerPoint, Prezi, and all these different tools can be applied. If you are creative or innovative, you could use PowerPoint for all these levels. To know more detail about this post, you can scan this QR code, and I have written a post in 2014 on Bloom's taxonomy tools appropriation. So you could actually read my blog post to get to know more about all this. Okay, in this slide, I have highlighted the key elements for blended learning ecosystem, and it's very important to check the readiness of your students, your infrastructure, your faculty. So readiness is very important to check how ready they are when it comes to IT literacy, information literacy, and how far they can actually absorb. So readiness is very important. Then the second element, key element, is learning management system. So you need to have a system where you could collaborate, share, students can submit, their assignments or assessments can be taken on. So a proper learning management system is very important and very critical for the success of online learning experiences. Third key element would be the content. So spend some time in designing appropriate content matching your learning outcomes and objectives. And it is very important to do the need analysis, what exactly is required, and map accordingly by using appropriate pedagogy and using instructional design principles and using appropriate tools to design interesting and engaging and interactive content. The fourth one is learner and faculty. So make sure you have spent adequate resources or allocate adequate resources for training the learner and faculty how to use uh, learning management systems or how to interact with the content we have produced. So we need to make sure that learners and faculty, they are on board, they are on the same page. The last very critical element is management. So management should understand the importance of all these key elements and how we could move forward for implementing e-learning, online learning, or distance learning, right? So during COVID time, most of the institutions management realized the importance of online learning or e-learning. So this is the key elements which each and every institution should spend some time evaluating, assessing, and investing resources accordingly. Okay, this is a crowded slide, and I just want to recap whatever I have shared in my previous slides. These are the tools which you could use to design and develop uh, online learning experiences. No, I was looking at learning management system icons I have missed. So anyway, if you could recognize any of these icons, feel free to type in the chat. That would be a great for engaging with you. And just to summarize, if you are going to do interactive video, you could use Camtasia. And if you can scan this QR code, you will be getting other additional resources or additional tools, which I have prepared a list of tools for different activities. For 3D models, you can use Sketchfab, or Blender is another platform where you could incorporate 3D models and can modify. HYP, you have Powtoon. Vyond is for animated videos, and for simpler videos, you can use Vimeo, YouTube. They have like Shortcut and few other tools available. For screen capturing, I would prefer Looms, and for capture from TechSmith and Vidyard. Vidyard is another platform which you could explore. And here we are moving for immersive environment. You could use Mozilla Hub, or Spoke is the toolkit for developers, and Mozilla Hubs where you could design virtual 3D environment for you to explore, for learner to explore. Another website, Class Tools, can be very helpful for facilitators to explore different tools and incorporate these tools for online interactive learning. Okay, this is our indigenous concept which we have incorporated at IMU. We started this way back before even pandemic. It's called Virtual Medical Clinic. What we have done in this project, we work very closely with the clinicians and ask them to share their cases, clinical cases, and we have used Storyline to make it more interactive. So these are the screenshots of one of the case where the first step is history taking, then examination. Maybe the third, here you can actually click on patient, body with special labels there, and to get to know more. And you can do the management of case, and at the end we have incorporated assessment in the case while you are browsing this case. So if you want to access this case, you can scan, and this is the only case freely available for public. So if you scan this QR code, due to short of time, I won't be going in detail. So currently we have more than 40 cases where during lockdown or pandemic, students have actually spent a lot of times practicing, going through these cases and at the end giving the feedback. And at the end we have even incorporated gamification or gamify elements, game elements into these cases, where the moment you accurately answers or manage the case, you will get stars or points. So there will be leaderboard also. So that's how that will motivate students to uh, do all these cases and get acquire points and things like that. And we are even incorporating 3D models inside these cases. And moving forward, we will be incorporating like virtual reality or augmented reality concepts also, using these cases with special hardware, goggles, and few other things, right? So as I was telling you and highlighting you the statistics in my second slide, where um, more than 70% institutions, they do have presence in social media. So I would highly encourage all academics to start your YouTube channel. I have to do a disclaimer here. I'm not promoting YouTube. I'm just telling you we should have a presence on the platform where our students are. And we should provide multiple channels for learners to access to uh, digital learning content. Okay. So I have launched my YouTube channel. You could actually watch all my workshops, or like I normally do weekly, like for last few months I'm not that active due to a lot of other work related commitments, but you could share your resources um, via this platform. Okay. So that is another innovation which I would say during lockdown or pandemic, a lot of school teachers, they started their YouTube channels, and that was the mode to interact and engage with their learners. And the benefit of using these platforms, you are going across the world, you are going wider, you can target wider audiences. So but you have to be careful not to share some secrets of or secret or confidential documents of your institution on this platform, because it got open access, right? Okay, so I'm almost ending my session. If you want to know more, this is my WordPress. I started writing blogs for more than 10 years. So just go, and all content is open access. Then all my slides I have been uploading to SlideShares for different talks, for workshops. To access that, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, this is my handler. Um, and I use Twitter for my teaching and learning purposes. So if any, I get connected with all my areas gurus, like via these social media. And sometimes I do share my content and get feedback from these platforms, and how I can enhance my slides and content. So feel free to connect on these platforms with people who have experiences and learn from them. Okay, so this would be my almost last slide, where I'm just sharing my detailed contact information. Hasnan Zafar is my web ID. So if you search on or Google Hasnan Zafar, you will find a lot of platforms where I am actively involved. I would like to thank all participants for spending time and listening to me. And thanks to USIM, University Science Islam Malaysia, for organizing such a wonderful event. And thanks for inviting me to share my experiences. Yes, I think if you have any questions, so we may take questions now. Feel free to post in the chat or ask. Once again, thank you for all your time and for interactive sessions. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.